Monday. Hi guys, happy Monday and welcome to Meal Prep Monday, episode number 11. I am so excited to share this recipe with you tonight because this is it's a remake of one of my absolute favorite go-to healthy meals out. Now it's from a restaurant in Vancouver called Chow Veggie. Again, it's my go-to. I'm obsessed with this bowl. It is called the Golden Temple Broth Bowl. So it's a coconut broth with lots of good spices, vegetables. You can get noodles, brown rice, you can do quinoa, and then they have tofu on top. So this is my version of it. So we're gonna get started. As you can see, my water is boiling already. So what I've done so far, I've only prepped a little bit. So I have 1 cup of water boiling in here. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit since it's boiling now. So 1 cup of water boiling. Now to this water, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my sweet potato or yam. So this was about a medium-sized sweet potato. Sorry, this is 2 servings, by the way. So 2 servings. What I've done, I've chopped up this yam or sweet potato. So you can see they're like that big. And it was about medium-sized yam. If I were to measure, I didn't. If you don't know me by now, if you haven't followed some of my recipes, I don't tend to measure a ton. I mean, for some of them you have to, I get that, but I don't love measuring. I love to throw it all in there. So, okay, so my yam is in. If I were to guess, again, that would be about 2 cups of my yam. Okay, so that is going to boil. Again, that's in 1 cup of water. That's gonna boil for about 2 minutes. All right, so while that is boiling, what I have already pre-chopped, again, you guys can see a little bit of this here. Okay, so I've got 2 small carrots. This is equal to about a cup. And then I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of onion chopped, quite small, and then 1 garlic clove. I actually forgot to get more garlic from the store, so if you have 2, I would do 2. So about 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sweet potato, because that's gonna take the longest, cook just like another minute or 2. Now what I have here as well, I haven't chopped this up yet. This is medium firm organic tofu. Always buy organic. If you don't eat tofu, you could switch this with like chicken, prawns, or you could just do extra veggies. So this is the type that I used, organic, medium firm. You could use firm, but I prefer the medium firm. Now, I also have organic frozen broccoli. This is such a savior. In my opinion, broccoli just in the winter is a little bit more expensive, and I just prefer to buy those because they're a lot easier. So this is about half a bag. And then from there, I've got my coconut milk. This is a full can. This is like the full, I always look for about 14 grams of fat. That's a really good creaminess of the coconut milk. So for a 1/3 cup, this is about 14 grams of fat. Again, it's 2 servings. You need some turmeric. I love this little jar. It's just so handy. You can make like turmeric lattes. It's in black pepper because it needs black pepper to absorb into your body. I think that's all that's in this one. Oh no, this one has a little bit of coconut oil and lime juice. Sorry, this doesn't have black pepper. Well, that's good to know. Gotta add some black pepper in there. All right, so, and then I have my zucchini. Okay, so this is starting to boil already. Perfect, so that's starting to cook through, and now I'm gonna just add in the carrots because the carrots will take a little bit of time as well. Okay, so I'm gonna add in my carrots, my onions, my garlic. Okay, so everything I just showed you on that cutting board. Add that in there. And then I'm adding in my coconut milk. Okay, so this whole thing, you can see I need to it's pretty thick at the top. I'm gonna scoop that all out. There's liquid in there too. It's not just like full cream. So again, you want the thickness. This is a really nice, delicious comfort food. It's so good, but it's healthy. These are good fats. So there are a lot of fats that are good for your body that you need. So coconut is such a good, delicious, healthy fat. Okay. So that is going to sit in there. Yeah, adding more water to that pretty quick. Okay, so other things that you need. All right, so for the sauce, what you're gonna be needing, mushroom spice. Now this you can get from a lot of Asian grocery stores, but if you don't have it, you know what, you can sub. I'm gonna give you options here. My go-to, this is what I have on hand all the time, this green curry paste. I just bought this, so it still has like everything on it. This is my go-to if I don't have a lot of these spices. It's so good to just throw in with coconut milk, and it tastes delicious. Like, it has garlic, lemongrass, there's so much in there that you already need. So if you don't have any of this, default to that. But if you're making the sauce today like I am, you need a little bit of coconut sugar and maple syrup. You need cilantro, that just goes on top. You need a little bit of vegetable broth paste. Turmeric, this is optional. You don't have to add it in, but it's really good for your body, and it's anti-inflammatory. It just has so many incredible benefits. And then lemongrass. So lemongrass is in this green curry. So if you don't want to go out and buy this lemongrass, or if you want to buy like a lemongrass stock, do it. But this is just easiest for me. Okay, so while that is cooking up, I'm going to chop my zucchini. So this is one, as you can see, like kind of medium-sized zucchini. I'm just going to lengthwise cut it first, and then I'm just going to roughly chop it. So it's into like, you can see it's into like half pieces there. Oop. Okay, so I'm going to be chopping that. Now to this mixture in my pan here, I'm going to be adding some water because, again, that coconut milk is pretty thick. Okay, so I've got some water here. I always start smaller. I know this is going to need, actually no. It's going to need about a quarter cup more to start. Again, I always go less. It just depends on oops, that went all over. It just depends on how much water kind of like steams off, right, when you're cooking. So that's why you don't want it too high, because it's going to steam off, right? Yeah, we'll probably need like a little bit more, but we're just going to start with that. So you can kind of see that boiling in there. That's perfect. So now it's on like medium heat. Okay, and now to that, I'm adding some turmeric. So again, this is just like my turmeric and the coconut oil and whatnot. So turmeric needs black pepper to absorb properly into your body. So I'm going to be adding some black pepper to this. So it's going to be like 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, and this, to be honest, is optional. I would suggest it for its incredible benefits. Okay, and then from there, so again, if you have the green curry paste and you're not doing these extras, like this mushroom spice, again, look at Asian grocery stores or just look online. If you're doing it this way with me, okay, so I'm going to be adding in like a few good shakes. So to be honest, that's going to equal out to about half a teaspoon. Okay, so now I'm going to take my vegetable broth paste. Same thing, it's about half a teaspoon. And you don't want to go crazy to start. You can always add more if you find it's not salty enough, not enough flavor. Just add. Okay, that's smelling so good. Okay, from there, a little bit of coconut sugar. You just need a little bit. It's about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Again, you can always add more. You don't need much. It just works really well with the flavors. Okay, now let's pop in our zucchini. So carrots and broccoli are going to be the only thing that is organic for the vegetables. Carrots and broccoli are very highly sprayed. So there are two things that I always buy organic. And I always just find too, they taste so much better. There's something that just, you know when it's organic. So I would suggest getting organic. Okay, now we're moving over to the tofu. So I haven't chopped this yet. So you can see this is like, it's medium firm. So you can tell it has some water in it. You could like put it in between a clean cloth and squeeze out some liquid. I'm not going to. I find it's like, see, it's like, it's not like it's super, it's gonna like fall apart or anything. Okay, so you wanna do it like decently thin slices. So you could like cook this at a time and like pan fry it, but Chow Veggie doesn't do that. The restaurant that I love. So, and I don't feel I need it. So I'm just cutting it like into thin strips like that. And then I'm gonna cut it again. And then, so you can see it's kind of like cubes. You could do it kind of however you want, to be honest, but I just prefer it like this. I don't like it when it's massive pieces. Like I like small pieces so I can get a little bit of everything in each bite, you know? Okay, so that is chopped up. Oh, what I've also done too is I put these noodles. Okay, so these are organic brown rice. Actually, no, they're just white rice. Organic white rice. No, they are brown rice. Sorry, I have one of each. Honestly, doesn't matter. I use one or the other. I don't feel there's much of a difference. So with the dish at Chow Veggie, you can choose. They do like wild rice, you can do black rice, which would be good, really good, white rice, brown rice, the brown rice noodles, any kind of gluten-free noodle. You could do nothing, you could do more like yams, you could do quinoa. I love quinoa with it, but tonight I kind of just felt like the noodles. Okay, and just for sake of time, because I don't want to keep you guys forever, lemongrass. So I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. You can tell it's kind of like just over a teaspoon. Okay, so that goes in. This is coming along together so nice. Okay, so that goes in. And then from there, that's pretty much it. I think that's all of our things. Just the broccoli, I'm gonna put this in a minute here. This is the main kind of ingredients for our dish. Cilantro. Cilantro is gonna go on top last. Besides that, oh, garlic. Because I didn't have 2 cloves, I'm gonna pop in a little bit of garlic powder, just because it just makes it taste so good. Okay, and that's coming along really nicely. Okay, so for the sake of time, that is pretty much the dish. So all I'm gonna do is take those noodles, pop in a bowl, place that over top, put my broccoli in, put some cilantro on top, and I'm gonna, before I dish it out though, I'm gonna let the tofu sit and simmer. So I would turn this down. So again, the yams and the carrots need to cook. So to be honest, for timing, this is gonna be another about 10 minutes. And then I'd say in about 6 to 7 minutes, I'm gonna put my tofu in. So I'm gonna turn it down to simmer and let it simmer in there for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I'll turn it off, just let it sit, kind of cool. And then I'll pop it into the bowl, top it with my cilantro, a little bit of fresh pepper to activate that turmeric. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do want to get it out from Chow Veggie, because that was my inspo for tonight, it's called the Golden Temple Bowl, I want to say. Golden Temple Bowl. It is so good.